All right. Welcome everyone after the holiday. How does it go? Did you enjoy? Wow. So everyone did enjoy during the holiday. That's really great. Great to hear. And I would like to welcome back to our science lesson. In this term, we'll be discussing about the subject of matter, and today's topic is physical and chemical change. Okay. Okay. So the main objectives of today's lesson is that you will able to distinguish between a physical and chemical change. Now, the first question is that comes to my mind: what is physical change and what is chemical change and why it is necessary? Let's see. You can see two photos. The first photo is cutting wood using an axle. The second photo is burning wood. Now, you can tell me, which one is the physical change? It's definitely a change, but which one is the physical change and which one is the chemical change? I would like to give you some opportunity to do a scientific gaze. Okay, you can, you are, I'm happy to give you the opportunity to talk with your friend and to decide which one physical change and which one chemical change. Okay, so yeah, second table, physical change. This one. Oh, great. And this chemical change. Whoa, what a guess. Congratulations. Yes, you are absolutely right. The cutting wood is a physical change and the burning wood is a chemical change. Now why? I will explain you, and I hope very much at the end of today's lesson, you can define why this is physical change and why this is chemical change. Let's talk about something that you already know. Can you remember matter that we did discuss before going to the holiday? So matter is everywhere. You know this, right? So we are also the matter in our entire world. This is a pen, this is a matter. This is a subject, right? It's something, it's a substance. So matter is anything that take up space and has mass. So is that air is the matter? What do you think? Yes, it is, because air has mass. So matter is constantly experiencing both chemical and physical changes. Okay, now I am going to describe you about physical change and chemical change so that you get some scientific idea and scientific thinking about the change. Okay, physical change occurs when matter changes its property but not its chemical nature. What does it mean by the property? Okay, let's see an example. Okay. Mm, okay, this is a piece of paper, right? This basically an script, whatever it is. So if you see this is a piece of paper. So if you cut in two, so one piece has become two pieces. So this is the change its property, because initially it was a solid piece, now it's two pieces. But the chemical nature is still paper, paper. So this is the physical change. Got the things? Great. So physical property changes, it can change the texture, shape, size, color, change of state, volume, mass, weight. But the chemical things, that means its interstitial property will never change. Okay, so this is the water. When it's changes to ice. You see this, right? But it changes from water to ice. This is a physical change because we are not changing the chemical content of water, which is H2O. You already know. That's great. So you got the things. So the changing from water to ice is a physical change, although the shape has been changed. Now, what is the chemical change? So chemical change is a change which undergo when it becomes new or different matters. That means we basically form a new substance. Like if you put some water somewhere, I will show you, and you put some bicarb. We use the bicarb to making cake, right? And some acid, and that will make different substance. So chemical change always make different substance, new substance. Make the sense? So who can tell me how we can make the new substance in the world? Through the chemical change. Great. Okay. Now the chemical change. You see, what is this? This is fireworks. We did enjoy every year, right? It's very exciting. Only few months we are going to enjoy. So the fireworks is basically the chemical change because we are creating new product. We are burning some chemical, we are getting heat, we are getting energy, and most importantly, we are getting light, different colors. All right? Okay. Now, I would like to show you some example, and you need to tell me whether it is a chemical change or physical change. But before doing this, what I would like to do, I would like to show you some physical example. Okay? Now give some time. I'm just sharing something. So. Okay. Everyone see. What is this? This is a glass of water. Okay. Now, in this glass of water, if I did, you see this is a Coke, right? So if I did put some Coke in the glass of water, okay, do you see any change? It's just dissolving in water, right? So the Coke is still Coke, but its concentration little bit low, I acknowledge, but it is still Coke, no change. Did you see any change? Nothing. So we put some Coke in the water. This change is physical change. Okay? Okay, I'm putting this. Again, this is a plastic bottle. This is a water bottle. Now, if I would like to change the shape, okay, you see this. I like the shape, okay? So we have changed the shape. Is it a physical change or chemical change? It's definitely a physical change. We changed the shape, but it's still a plastic bottle, right? Okay, and if you want, you can recover. You can give the air, you can recover. That means if you do physical change of anything, you can easily recover. Make sense? It may need to do some method, but you can recover. But if we would like to do some chemical change, then we cannot recover because we produce new product. Give a look. This is sodium bicarbonate. It's basically sodium bicarbonate and bicarb. You see this one? So if I put the bicarb inside our substance, you see what happened? You see there is a lot of bubble. You see this? There's a lot of bubble, right? Because Coke is little bit acidic and bicarb is base. So it's basically the acid-base reaction. And if I make it more, you see, there's a lot of bubble. And it produces completely new substances. Okay, it's basically at the bottom, I can see some salt, and at the top, it should be water and bubble and some carbon dioxide. That the bubble, it's coming out. So this is a chemical reaction, and this is a chemical change. You cannot get it back. If you wanted to get it back, the coke, it's impossible because the coke has been produced salt and water. Okay, so you understand the difference between chemical and physical change. Exciting, right? Great. Okay, now we are going to play something, and I think you can make sure which one is chemical change and which one is physical change. Let's check. So in this photo, we are making some tea. So sugar dissolving in tea. Is it a chemical change or physical change? Who can tell me? Okay, this pair, you can tell me, is group green. It's, what is this? It's physical change. Let's see. It's a, yes, correct. Because we are dissolving sugar in the water. So it basically changes its shape from solid to liquid. But we are not making new product, right? Okay, now the same thing that we did show at the beginning, burning wood for heating up, right? Is it a chemical change or physical change? What do you think? Burning wood, logs burning. Physical change? Okay, let's check. Oops, no. So how you can define whether it is a physical change or chemical change? You need to define through this. That, is it changing the shape? Is it changing the color? Then it's physical change. Or it's making new substance. So if you see here, it's specifically, if you burn wood, what you will get? Heat, light, energy, smoke. Great. Yes, yes. We produce some carbon dioxide. That's different things. We are producing some emission. But yeah, definitely we are getting completely new product. It's not change of shape. That means this is a chemical change, correct? Okay. Now tell me. Breaking water up by separating into hydrogen and oxygen. You know the water have H2O, right? So hydrogen and oxygen. Now you are doing breaking the water by the electrolysis. We'll do in our senior year, if we have the opportunity, we'll do this experiment. Now we will get hydrogen atom and oxygen gas. Now tell me, is it a chemical change or physical change? Chemical, because it's reaction, right? Let's check. Chemical change. No. Why? Did it change a different matter? Okay, read the question again. Breaking water up by separating into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, that means what you are going to get by breaking water, it should be chemical change. Okay, all right. Next, is it a chemical or physical change? Cutting paper. You are cutting paper, right? Cutting paper, it's definitely, what is this? Physical change. Yes. Let's try. Correct. You're correct. Okay. Now, crashing an aspirin. You know aspirin? That's we did it during a lot of things, right? Sometimes we use as a pain relief. Sometimes we did use as a blood thinner who had some cardiovascular disease. Hopefully that's no one will have. But yeah, the aspirin has a special property. It can dissolve in water or blood, and it's make it thin. So it's crashing an aspirin is a chemical or physical change. Physical change. Let's try. Correct. You are just crashing the aspirin. We are doing nothing, right? It's just changing the shape. Initially, it was a solid tablet. Now it's a powder. Okay, next, rusting iron. You see this? If we put a car in the water for a long time, when all the paint will be going out, we'll see the rust, right? So it's a chemical change or physical change? Chemical change. Chemical change? Let's see. Correct. Congratulations. Okay. Is it a chemical or physical change? Lighting fluid burning like gas lighter or our everyday cooking? Look what we are doing. There is a gas which is methane and that's reacting with the surrounding oxygen to produce this light. So it's a chemical reaction. That means chemical change. Correct. Okay. An egg. So if you put an egg for 3 months outside the fridge, what will happen? It will be rotting, right? It produces smell, bad smell. It's basically sulfur dioxide inside the egg. But tell me, is it a chemical reaction or physical change? Tell me. Rotten egg. Physical or chemical? Physical. Okay. So you're saying it's a physical change. Let's try. Oh no. It's basically changes original yolk and albumin, which is the white part of egg, into sulfur dioxide. It's completely different things. So it's a chemical change. All right, correct? All right. Now, an egg breaking. So you'd like to make some sandwich, egg sandwich. So you have to break the egg and you need to cook. Okay? So you're not doing anything. It's just changing the shape. So it should be physical change. Is it? Oh, you are agree? You are disagree? Who are agree and who are disagree? You guys are agree. So 6 students are agree and 9 students are disagree. That means they are agree with physical change. Let's try. Let's try democracy. Correct. Yeah, it is physical change. Thank you guys. Okay. Now we are going to end up the lesson. Before doing this, I would like to ask you something. I would like to give you some instruction. That's basically the home task. You need to write a detailed paragraph, at least 6 sentences. 6 sentences means 6 complete sentences, not 6 words. About the difference between a chemical and physical change. What do you think in your own words? Okay. All right. If you want, you are I'm more than happy to give you the textbook. You're allowed to use your textbook, but don't copy and cut. Just try to describe on your own word. What do you think about physical change and chemical change and how does it distinguish? Okay. And every statement you need to give an example. Any questions about this writing activities? Okay, like table. Oh, John, tell me, what's your questions? Okay, so you are thinking that's whether or not you can use the example that's I shown in my PowerPoint. But yes, why not? Anyone can use an example still. Yeah, you can use this example, but I would like to encourage everyone to give some other examples. You may use one or two this example, but you should give other example to demonstrate your understanding. Okay. Now I will allow 2 minutes to think about this and write something on your notebook about only 2 physical change and 2 chemical change and give some example and tell to your friend, and then you can come back in a group. That's we did make at the beginning of the lesson, 2 people of each group, and we can discuss in a pair. All right, and through this we can understand what really we did think about the change and think about the substance. Okay, now your turn. Okay, this group, you did it. Great. Blue group, you did it. Okay, that means you already completed your task. And congratulations everyone who already take with nice piece of example. And in our next lesson, we will be continuing this discussion and we will understand how we can make new substance. Okay, you know the chemical change, right? But we are going to discuss about in detail about the chemical change and chemical reaction. Okay, thank you very much to attend the class and stay connected, keep continue working and feel free to come with your questions. Thank you again. Bye. Bye bye.